Start. Okay. Hello students. Today I will explain about the chapter is India in the 18th century. As you know, in European history, the 18th century is the transition from medieval period to modern world. But in India, it was a time when the Mughal Empire lost its power and Mughal Empire declined. And it did not happen in one day. Okay, it took many years, and at last Mughal Empire ended in the year 1857 after the first war of independence. And Aurangzeb, he was the last powerful Mughal ruler. After him, whoever became the emperor of Mughal Empire was not capable and powerful as their predecessor. Many new independent states emerged and established new independent states. And as soon as after death of Aurangzeb, what happened? He had 4 sons, and among his 4 sons, the war of succession broke out. And in that war of succession, Bahadur Shah first, he won and he became the Mughal emperor. He was intelligent and he had knowledge of many subjects. And he wanted to reverse the policies of his father Aurangzeb. But he was not a very good administrator. That is why he could not control Mughal Empire from disintegration. Mughal Empire disintegrated into many small states. And Aurangzeb's policy, as well as in the year 1739, Nadir Shah, ruler of Iran, he invaded India, and his invasion proved that Mughals are no more powerful in India, and his invasion proved that the center, means the Mughal administration, is very weak. And his invasion also paved the way for the foreign invaders to invade India. What were the causes for the decline of Mughal Empire? There are several causes for the decline of Mughal Empire. So far you can see that they are weak successors, rivalry among the nobles, crisis in Jagirdari and Mansabdari, invasions of Nadir Shah and Ahmad Shah Abdali, war of succession, Aurangzeb's policy, weak military administration. So we will discuss about the causes for the decline of Mughal Empire. Weak successor. So far as you know that Aurangzeb, he was the last powerful Mughal emperor. Aurangzeb and Akbar, these 2 Mughal emperors ruled for 50 years. Aurangzeb died in 1707. After that, his children had a war of succession. All wanted to become the Badshah. And in the war of succession, at last, Bahadur Shah first succeeded to become the emperor. But he was no more a very big and powerful emperor. He became the puppet in the hands of nobles. And Bahadur Shah first, he was also involved in the conspiracy of the court, because in that time the Mughal court was divided into different categories of nobles, and he did not get sufficient time to come out from the conspiracy of them, because these nobles were always involved in conspiracy and trying to reduce the power of opponents. Next is rivalry among the nobles. The same point, second point, rivalry. As you know that the Mughal court, in Mughal court there were 4 kinds of nobles. They were Iranis, Turanis, Afghans and Hindustanis. And these 4 categories of nobles did not have unity. They were keen for their own profit and benefit. They did not have any intention to unite the provinces of Mughal Empire or to work for the development and betterment of Mughal Empire. Their rivalry became the cause for the weakness of Mughal Empire, and that is why the foreign invaders invaded India and the Mughals could not resist them. Mughals faced defeat by the foreign invaders. Crisis, third point is crisis in Jagirdari and Mansabdari. Mughals, there was a system of Jagirdari system, means to distribute the lands among the nobles, and the nobles were using that piece of land and collecting the revenues, and from the collection of revenue they used to keep some amount for their own expenses as well as to maintain the troops, and rest they submit in the treasury. But there were not sufficient Jagirdari left, means Jagirs were left. Even the crown lands were distributed. Crown lands means the lands which the emperor was the owner. Such lands were also distributed, but such lands were not very expensive as well as not giving good output. And the Mansabdari system, which introduced by Akbar, that system also became very weak, because the Mansabdars, they did not have good connection, as well as there was problem of synchronization, and they did not have the capability to follow the instruction as well as to take proper decision on a particular time. The Mansabdars, as you know, that they were supposed to maintain troops, but some of the Mansabdars, they were not capable to maintain troops. Why? Because the land which they had were not very productive, okay, not producing. That's why they had lack of money. As well as on the other side, on the contrary, there were some nobles who were, or Mansabdars, they had big pieces of land and they had good collection of revenue. What did they do? They collected revenue and they maintained the troops, and when the Mughal emperor needed help, they did not come with their troop to support the Mughal emperor in the battlefield. So this also became a cause for the decline of Mughal empire. Invasion of Nadir Shah and Ahmad Shah Abdali. Nadir Shah was the ruler of Iran and he invaded India. He invaded India in 1739 because he found that the Mughal emperor is so weak and was not capable to resist him. He invaded India and he defeated. He captured Multan and Punjab. And this proved the weakness of Mughal empire. Not only that, he even took the priceless diamond, Kohinoor diamond, and peacock throne of Shah Jahan with himself. After him, another invader was Ahmad Shah Abdali. He invaded twice in India and he was concerned only with the money. He invaded and looted the wealth of India, and his invasions proved to the outer world that Mughal emperors are no more powerful and they became very weak. Next, the cause is war of succession. As I already said in the beginning of this chapter, that when after death of Aurangzeb, what did happen? His four sons had quarrel and they fought against each other for the throne, and Bahadur Shah first succeeded. So it proves that the successors of Aurangzeb did not have unity and they were involved in war to get the power. Then how they could give time to maintain the empire for the security and peace of Mughal empire? And the war of succession made Mughals empire very weak. Next is Aurangzeb's policy. Aurangzeb, he was a fanatic. Fanatic means he was stick with the religious idols, and he fought against Marathas, Sikh and Rajputs, and he made them his enemies. He made them, and his policies, he was against of them, and his policies were against the Mughal Empire, because the Mughals lost the important friends. And that is why what did happen? The Mughals, they lost after him. His successors did not protect the Mughal Empire, get into break in its many pieces. Last cause is weak military administration. The method of warfare and equipments were outdated, did not have modern weapons, and the warfare technique was also outdated, and that did not support the Mughal sepoys as well as Mughal emperor to protect Mughal Empire from disintegration. And this also become a cause, and Mughal Empire divided into many new small kingdoms, and later on Mughal Empire become a very small empire. Now